Some more roller derby.
Oh, like 2 people. All right, rad.
Only moderate excitement here today. For this game, we have Greenville Roller Derby going up against Naptown Roller Derby. The Bridge Trolls versus the Warning Bells. All right, skaters are on the Plug It Up podcast jam line. And Greenville's number 2, and Rollin takes lead.
And we've got the Naptown jammer with star in hand. And they're out on their initial pass. That's Rookie Bobby.
And Greenville calls it off, picking up a respectable 4 points on their first jam.
And this is both teams' second game of the tournament, so interested to see how, or like if tiredness plays into it at all. They look very fresh.
They look great. I felt bad this morning, so they look awesome.
They look awesome.
All right, we are seeing the Naptown jammer number 96, Chapel Pone, take lead. While number 95, Stormy Skies, is fighting that Naptown defense up at the front. Chapel Pone getting dragged back by number 15, Danny Banani, before calling it off. Who can blame him? Chapel Pone's such a topical name right now, so
Very hot. Very demure.
Very demure.
And that's Elle on Wheels jamming for Naptown.
Oh, beautiful spin to pick up lead jam. With number 20 from Greenville, Snatchbox, slipping through on the outside.
Oh, some beautiful O on the inside there from Warp Speed, clearing the inside line for Elle.
And they choose to call it off, bringing our score up to 4 for Greenville Roller Derby and 6 for Naptown.
Yeah, we both did. I was like disassociated when they gave me the MVP, and I was just like, did I pick him? Like, I was just like, you know,
Is jamming for Naptown. Number 187, Murder Blossom, almost made it out of the pack, but looks like they got called on a forearm, so are heading to the box, giving Naptown a power jam. And one thing about Blackout, once they get some speed, you do not want to be in their way.
You certainly do not want to be in their path. And they are not bothered by anybody being in their path.
If you are in their path, you will soon not be.
Although that was excellent resistance there from the Greenville pivot. Super calm, cool, collected receiving that hit.
Very mindful, very demure.
Very mindful.
Ooh, some nice, we see another pass from Blackout.
I do believe Murder Blossom is still on her initial.
Yes, fresh out of the box.
So Blackout still has lots of opportunity to score while Murder Blossom is still being held.
And score they will.
Back to the box for Murder Blossom, this time on a back block.
And taking the opportunity to start with a My Pussies in Hell podcast power jam, Blackout calls it off after scoring a nice 12 points on that last jam.
Skater signing up on the Plug It Up Jam line for this power start.
Plug It Up podcast is a horror movie podcast about the monstrous feminine. I was talking this up yesterday, but if you're thinking about the monstrous feminine, guys, everyone go see The Substance.
I'm going to have to listen to it. Both podcasts, like back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Plug It Up also does really, really fun
Hell
horror
on
trivia.
Wheels out.
Ooh,
Squeaky by on the outside line.
some fierce O from number 205, Ricky Bobby. Also someone you do not want to get hit by.
Truth. We are still on a power start here. Murder Blossom spent that whole last jam still in the box. They have to have only a couple of seconds left. So Naptown's got just a few seconds to make something happen.
Some fierce O right off the line from number 13, Bowtie. I think. Nope, I'm sorry. It was 1317 Shady Lane. And we are seeing
Again, a nice hold there from 1317.
Murder Blossom out of the box and picking up lead, but a little jammer on jammer action.
Just for funsies. Just for cutesies. Murder Blossom knocked to the inside by Shades of Cray.
And calls it off.
Very hard fought jam from both jammers.
Yeah. Little 2-3, bringing our current score to Naptown at 25 and Greenville at 6. Looks like number 625 gets called on a back block, sent to the box. So that's L on Wheels.
I'll say it this time. That makes this a My Pussies in Hell podcast power jam.
Your favorite gruesome twosome podcast.
My favorite gruesome twosome podcast.
Your favorite? My favorite? Everybody's favorite, really. Meanwhile, number 2.
Warp Speed getting kind of bopped around there. Not sure what's going on.
We're seeing Ann Rowland meeting some fierce resistance up there from the Naptown defense. And some passive defense has given them a chance to really stretch out that pack up to the front before making it through and picking up lead. Meanwhile, L on Wheels is back in from the box, meeting those Greenville blockers.
Making their acquaintance. A nice knockout there from Danny Banani, maybe one of my favorite names of the weekend.
And with that, Wheels is through for their initial pass. And the Greenville Jammer decides to call it off before she can re-enter the pack.
That was a 4-0 jam for Greenville.
That's the kind of thing that they want to keep getting.
Catching up.
time we need to get sponsored by like an eyeglasses. Please.
Ooh, pretty hit there.
Sickening hit out by number 252, Flammable Lecter. And number 95, Stormy Skies almost made it out of the pack, but is going right into the box, meaning Chapel Pone is able to pick up lead jam.
Let's see if they're hot to go, Dio.
I'm sure they never hear that one.
Never heard it before in their life.
Wonder if they're feeling very casual. Bit of a pile up there at the third turn.
What?
But Chapel makes a smooth exit and chooses to call it off, meaning that Naptown will be starting with a power jam. Not any power jam, and My Postseason Hell podcast power jam.
Starting on that plug it up jam line.
One thing about us right now, we're going to be talking about podcasts.
We sure will. That's why we have the mics. We have turned into podcast bros.
I want to get back into podcasts, and so I want to listen to both of these, because right now I only listen to Survivor podcasts, and I need to be free. Woo! With the smooth
so much space on the inside line
Stormy
there.
Skies picks up lead straight out of the box. While Ellen Wheels is
warp speed
fighting those
throwing
Greenville
down.
blockers. Gets knocked out by James Blonde. While Stormy Skies just sneaks on by for another 4 points.
Do we have more players in the box than we do on the track right now? No, but it's kind of close.
The box is the place to be.
It's comfy.
A little more jammer on jammer action. But Stormy Skies is able to avoid it and then runs into that Naptown defense at the front.
Oh, I see 1317 Shady Lane up there giving Stormy some hell.
Ooh, Ellen Wheels able to tiptoe up that inside line and make it out of that pack.
We should call them L on toes.
Ellen doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
Naptown is still in the lead here. Score is 33 to 18 with 18. No, I was
33
wrong.
to 22.
33 to 22 with 18 minutes left in this half. It was a very tight game. Very defensively strong, wouldn't you say, Dio?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've personally played against Naptown at this point, and their defense is no joke. And
Absolutely
it looks like Greenville is really holding it together. And Greenville has got some really sickening O. Especially
sure
I've noticed
do.
number 15.
Oh, and there's
Danny
Blackout.
Banani. Blackout is out
It's
for
cannonballing
lead,
through that wall.
but Snatchbox is hot on their heels.
It's so much more fun announcing Blackout and not being hit by Blackout. This is great. Oh,
Blackout.
cute little sweep to the outside for Blackout as they call it off, looking to pick up just a couple of points.
1 point each. Just one each.
That was really great hustle from the Greenville jammer, putting pressure on Blackout to call it early. The jam has started.
The gym has started, but
Very
everyone loves that
slowly.
little rollback.
Oh, a cute little run to the outside there. That was a great juke.
67 67 Huntress, I'm sorry. Sneaks through on the inside line to pick up lead. Well, number 187, Murder Blossom, is fighting that defense up at the front.
Oh, Huntress sneaking by on the inside. See, rookies, this is why we drill knee taps so much.
One thing about Huntress, they're going to be on that inside so far. One thing about Huntress is they're going to be going up that inside. Huntress is through for another 4.
Man, they're racking up these points.
They are, and that Naptown defense has really got them locked down in the back.
Yeah, Murder Blossom is struggling back there. Huntress taking advantage of that no-pack call to scooch around those blockers real quick.
Well, number 9, Warp Speed, is being sent to the box for multiplayer. Hopefully giving Murder Blossom some more room to sneak out from the defense that they were locked down in.
I think all players should be required to signal their penalties to us, the announcers.
Yeah, I
They should
think
have
so
to
too.
look at us and tell us what it was.
We're the most important, so.
Absolutely. Oh, great little resistance to contact there. I think that was peanut butter and jam.
Meanwhile, Huntress has just snuck through for another 4, meaning that they just got a 20-point jam, which is the highest scoring jam that we've had so far this half in this game. So nice job, Huntress, bringing Naptown up to 54 to Greenville's 23.
And they really opened up their lead, but it's still definitely anybody's game and anybody's half, to be honest.
Absolutely. We're in a lot of jammer on jammer action right now, this game.
Do believe that's Ann Rowland jamming for Greenville.
And that's number 205, Ricky Bobby for Naptown picking up lead. Another person you do not want to be hit.
Yeah, I was going to say
by.
Ricky Bobby hits real hard. Let's see what their strategy is coming in.
Even just as a blocker, so.
Oh, Ricky Bobby just trying to scoot their hips around the hips of the blockers.
And Greenville is calling a timeout. So during this timeout, we'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, including Vinyl Conflict and the Fox and the Lamb. Without our sponsors, we could not have this whole tournament. So thanks, y'all.
Also, shout out to our EMTs. Thank you for being here, volunteering your time, paying very close attention. Hi, love you guys. Paying very close attention and being very attentive and responding very quickly to injuries. They've been great all weekend.
Can
Love
everyone
you.
give it up for our EMTs?
Yay, EMTs, we love
Okay,
you.
respectable giving it up. I like it.
Let's also take this moment to thank our sponsor, Sacred Roller Skate Supply. We love Sacred. We love Sacred so much. They're a
J'adore.
local, queer-owned, woman-owned skate shop in Northern Virginia, up in Herndon. They're your source for high-quality skates and gear, custom builds, and community engagement. Sacred brings not only a unique passion for fostering a supportive environment for skaters of all levels and identities, but also industry-leading brands to support a safe skating lifestyle. Sacred has you covered.
Y'all, I had some truck problems that I tried to get solved by people at RollerCon that Sacred was able to solve for me.
Yeah, for real, love
huge
Katie.
shout
She's
out to
awesome.
them.
Go see Katie if you need anything.
All right, well, leaving the Plug It Up podcast jam line, we have number 95, Stormy Skies, picking up lead for Greenville. Looks like that timeout really paid off.
Some really pretty defense there from James Blonde, resisting the offense from Naptown.
Ooh, we see number 511, Dorky, go flying off the outside. While L on Wheels has
Just stepping over.
made it look so casual up that
Oh,
inside
Stormy
line.
is lead.
And Stormy wisely calls it as L approaches the pack.
Doing the classic, let me make you do this entire lap to catch up to the pack before I call it off.
for no
Just for
reason.
endurance, just for fun.
A nice even 4-4 jam on that last one.
See, I don't know these players' faces. I just know their butts. I can't tell who anybody is.
That's how it feels when you're on the track too, though.
Whoop. Oh, great catch there by Blackout on the outside line.
We're seeing Chapel Pone fighting the last 2 more Greenville blockers up at the front. Really finding some trouble with number 15, Danny Banani.
Chapel doing a great job staying in bounds. Greenville's trying to knock them to the inside a couple of times. They're able to keep their feet. Chapel's right on their tail. Snatchbox only has a couple seconds to make it happen. Warp Speed's playing some great defense there, staying in front of that blocker. They may be small, but they are not easy to sneak around.
And we are seeing number 789, Hell No Kitty, out for the first time for Naptown. Going up against number 2, and roll in. And with that, Hell No Kitty has gotten out and picked up lead for Naptown. So great track record, 1 for 1 so far in picking up lead.
100% lead.
100% lead jam status. With and roll in really fighting some tough defense there, but makes it out of the pack for their initial pass. Hell No Kitty following defense. Before Hell No Kitty calls it off. As
I just get so excited watching Derby, I forget to talk.
I know, me too. I get
Like,
really caught
wow.
up in them. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys might want to know what's going on also.
Is that
Hell No Kitty
5 or
picking
6 for Hell No Kitty? I think it's 6. I don't know, my glasses got squished in the last game.
But that brings Naptown up to 65, Greenville to 32. Still a very close game with just under 10 minutes left in this half. Seeing a multiplayer penalty while Stormy Skies picks up lead for Greenville. While number 511 Dorky gets hit to the inside and drawn back by number 15, Danny Banani.
I feel a little rude calling them dorky, but that is their name. Like,
There's
all right,
nothing wrong with
loser.
being a little dorky. Oh, Dorky gets up just to get brutally hit out again by a number 15, Danny Banani.
I will say that was really clean from Danny Banani, waiting until Dorky was fully established on their feet.
And you know what? Dorky is being a really good sport because I would be crying a little bit. Ooh. Some nice counter hitting from Stormy Skies as they pass through the pack again.
I do believe Blackout has the star. Yeah, Blackout has the star in hand as your pivot. They are now technically your jammer. Still on their initial though, right?
Yes, I believe so. Blackout has made it out of the
Now
pack.
they're ready to score though.
And frantically from the floor, we see Stormy Skies call off the jam before Blackout can hit the pack.
Oh, Naptown playing a little 2-2 here. Oh, great hit out there from L on Wheels. Knocking
Drawing back
Snatchbox
Snatchbox.
to the outside.
Snatchbox. Oh my God, Snatchbox 20.
Oh, cute. That's
I got
cute.
you.
Okay. Oh, and we've got Chapel Pone going to the box for Naptown. That's making this a power jam for Greenville.
And they're not far behind, but Greenville could use this power jam. So Snatchbox 20 is sneaking on the outside line to pick up lead jam status, making the most of this power jam.
Greenville loading up their offense on the outside line. Snatch saying, okay, go now, please. Please go.
Oh, almost makes it through, but gets knocked to the outside and drawn back. But calls it off before Chapel Pone can hit the pack again. Making this a 3-0, 3-1 jam, maybe?
Looking like 3-0. Yeah, this is definitely not a crazy point differential. I mean, that's 20 points. That's one jam
That
with
is
a very
one
ambitious
jam.
jammer. I mean, Boo had a 23, 24-point jam yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, that lead could close at any time.
All right, from the Plug It Up podcast jam line, we have number 2, Ann Rolin, pick up lead. The number 1317, Shady Lane, is really booking it up
On
from
her
behind.
tail.
Oh, I'm scared. Oh! Ann Boleyn flying, and also...
And Ann Rolin said, no,
Call-
thank you. No, thank you. I would like to not continue this.
Free chiropractor appointment, Jesus.
The box is clear as we line up on this Plug It Up podcast jam line. Woo. Big attempted hit there. I think that was from 205.
Blonde picking
Ricky
up-
Bobby.
James Blonde picking up lead jammer for Greenville. It's James Blonde's first time jamming this game. So, once again, 100% lead status.
Ooh, nice little hit there from Robin Daggers.
We're seeing L.
Although
on
James
wheels.
Blonde is undaunted. Oh, I get it. They're 007. I'm just connecting so many things.
We're a little slow on the uptake. Woo!
Another big hit there from Robin Daggers.
Meanwhile, L on wheels struggling a little bit with that green.
Warp speed in the back,
Oh,
playing some nice offense there for L on wheels. I will say one thing about this Naptown team. They have fantastic offense.
that is a fact.
What's up, L?
James Blonde through for another 4, but L on wheels also makes through for another 4.
And James Blonde is your lead jammer. And you know, we saw this happen yesterday with Greenville versus Fort Myers. Packs running really fast, like
Yes.
running away from the jammers, moving very, very quickly.
And after getting through on the outside line, we see James Blonde call it off, making that a 9-8 jam, 9 in favor of Greenville, bringing the score to 54 for Greenville, 73 for Naptown, with just 4 minutes left in this half. So still
That's-
extremely close.
That's quite a low score for approaching halftime as well. It shows how strong both teams' defense is.
Absolutely.
Chapel Pone there, getting knocked to the inside by Danny Banani.
Up against number 2, and roll in for Greenville. Chapel does get out for lead jam for Naptown.
It almost looked like in that last, in Chapel Pone's getting through the pack, it almost looked like Greenville got a little distracted playing O, and then just Chapel Pone was able to sneak through.
Hey, we've all been there.
For real.
It's easy to hyper-focus.
Multiplayer called on the Naptown pivot. That makes 2 Naptown blockers in the box.
And Emerald Lynn is able to get out for their initial pass.
Oh, interested to see if Ann Rolin picked up any points on that one. Oh, they did. They picked up 4. Did you hear that we're doing a raffle?
If you're looking for raffle tickets, look for the person with the giant raffle ticket sign. Because you know what, y'all? These raffle boxes are so fine.
They're so cute.
They're really cute.
There's a Wawa one. I
really
saw
like-
somebody like staring covetously at the Wawa raffle basket.
Wawa has saved my life so many times, I get it.
For real. The raffle tickets are 1 for $3, 2 for $5, or a whole arm's length for 10, which is honestly a very good deal.
And in our time talking about raffle, number 95, Stormy Skies has picked up lead jammer status for Greenville.
Let's see if Greenville can close this gap.
Meanwhile, we got 205, Ricky Bobby jamming for Naptown.
Oh, box is clear. Box is clear. Ricky Bobby's through their initial pass, able to come score some points.
And it looks like Greenville might be using this opportunity to pick up some points before the half is over.
My mistake. Ricky Bobby has already done their initial pass. A 5-4 jam there for Greenville.
And quickly before we have this next jam start up, make sure to check out all of our wonderful vendors. We have some really sick things. I just got really cool beetle shell earrings from one of our vendors. But make sure also to stop by Fifth City Print Club. They are local skater-owned shop selling handmade skate-themed apparel and more, run by our very own Pixel Whip and Eternal Glam Nation. So make sure to stop by their booth.
There they go, Snatchbox 20. Man, they are speedy.
With Hell No Kitty close behind for
Although,
Naptown.
yeah, that's I think that's Hell No Kitty right on their tail.
It sure is. Snatchbox 20 causes a bit of a fall there. Looks like it might be a 2-1 jam.
Also, speaking of raffle tickets, we're pulling the raffle between this game and the next game. So if you've been considering buying tickets, do it now. You have like half a game.
Meow is the time.
Meow.
Hell No Kitty was just out. I got cats on the brain.
Oh, I like this song. I'm turning it up.
All right, coming off of the Plug It Up podcast jam line, we are seeing James Blonde out for Greenville up
Blackout
against
able to shove him off that line.
Ooh, L on Wheels really trapped in that three-point hold from number 252. Nope, it's 252, Flannable Lecter.
Yep. Ricky Bobby with that tip out to the inside for James Blonde.
L on Wheels just picking up a track cut on the outside line and heading to the box, making this a My Pussy's in Hell podcast power jam. I got so nervous saying it. For Greenville in the last jam of this half. However, it actually looks like the tides are turning as James Blonde is headed to the box.
And with the lead jammer heading into the box, this is now a 2-minute jam.
And just
They've
about
got
a minute.
55 more seconds. Ooh, Elle able to just stick a leg out around that Greenville blocker, get her toe around and then step onto it. Both jammers out of the box now. And this is just a fight for points at this point. Nobody gets to call it. Box is clear. 20 seconds. Looks like Blackout's looking for that drawback.
Elle almost making it through the inside with a hop, jump, and a skip, but Blackout really holding it in the back there, and that is the end of the jam.
And the end of the half.
And the end of the half. Excellent point, Iggy. Excellent point. That brings our halftime scores to 87 for Naptown and 65 for Greenville, so still a very close game. We are actually having an official review before intermission starts, so maybe we'll find out the results of those, but also make sure to stop by our concession stand. I'm not sure what hours it's open until, but I can find out. It will be open until 7 o'clock, so grab your delicious goodies while you can.
I've heard they had hot dogs. Somebody was very excited about the hot dogs.
I had a really nice veggie burger, so
That was nice.
it was nice.
What we're reviewing here, we saw both jammers go to the box, so it honestly could be anything. All right, the teams have made their points, captains have heard, and now the officials are going to chit chat. Is it an official review?
I don't know. It looked like it, but it also is intermission. So we will see you
All right, word. See you soon.
in 13 minutes. We are back. Before we left, there was a official review where Naptown was requesting a multiplayer call, and they did unfortunately lose it. But it looks like they are coming in from the loss of that official review hot with number 205, Ricky Bobby, picking up lead jammer status for them, while we've got a peanut butter and jam for Greenville. And this is peanut butter and jam's first time jamming for Greenville, so we love to see that. And we also just had a Station 2 star pass to number 007, James Blonde for Greenville, right as we are heading into a power jam. And not just any power jam, it's a My Postseason Hell podcast power jam.
Dio, you've been doing so much in the minute that I was adjusting the camera.
One thing about
so
me,
proud of you.
One thing about me, Iggy, I am a yapper at heart, and I will yap even if I am by myself. All right, it looks like their offense is working because James Blonde has made it through once already during that power jam. But now Ricky Bobby is back from the box.
Oh, Ricky
with
Bobby, big
revenge.
hit there on 92, Kirby. Kirby in the cute skirt.
The skirt is really cute. I love people who
Looks great.
skirt and skates, skate and skirts.
Skirt and skates?
Skirt and skates. Me whenever a skirt want to get us playing.
Although I do also like the shorts that say unholy on the butt. It's fantastic. It's Huntress back on the line, on the Plug It Up podcast jam line, playing some, I don't know if that's offense or defense, but giving the other jammers some heck.
A little bit of both. And that is Huntress picking up lead for Naptown with Ange Rollin fighting those Naptown blockers up at the front of the pack and making it through. Huntress has been really successful with slipping past Greenville's defense, so hopefully using this to their advantage to pick up some points.
There are lots of people on the floor, and they are all smiling, so I think we're cool.
Oh, some nice footwork on the inside from Huntress, getting them through for 4 points and bringing Naptown just past the centennial mark to 103.
Oh, Elle on wheels with that big hit on Anne Rolin. Elle holding their own.
Looks like Huntress is getting called on a forearm,
Oh, 2-minute jam.
making this, once again, not only a power jam, but a My Postseason Hell podcast power jam. Your favorite gruesome twosome podcast?
What a wonderful podcast. I'm trying to clarify that we're not just casually being like, by the way.
I know, I'm like My Postseason Hell podcast.
Podcast.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast and a sponsor, and they're great. We love them. And Rolin very slowly, which I get. I would not want to hit those blockers either.
Yeah, after fighting that defense, I also would be like, please just let the jam end.
Like, let's chill.
Don't make me do this alone. That does mean that we will be starting on a power jam for Greenville.
Even going to the box, that was a 13-point jam for, I'm looking at them and forgetting their name, Huntress.
For Huntress. And with some beautiful defense or offense there from 252 Flannable Lecter, Stormy Skies almost makes it out of the pack, but is facing off against two Naptown blockers, making it through and picking up lead. Meanwhile, Huntress, hot out of the box, has really just snuck their way through. For
That was
their
some really
initial
great
pass.
line coverage, though, from Flannable Lecter.
It was.
They covered like half the track in one move. Oh, nice hit there from Huntress. They may be tiny, but they are mighty.
With the cut, we are seeing Stormy Skies be sent to the box. So it's been a little trade out in the box for these jammers this jam. But
Making it
Huntress-
another My Pussies in Hell podcast power jam.
And Huntress has really been able to take advantage of these power jams to rack up some points. With a little bit of they're able to find those small holes and really slip through.
Shoving their own blocker into the wall
Look, it
like
works.
a projectile, which is legal and fair. And I'm sure that that blocker does not care one bit. But it's very funny to see. Okay, who are they shoving into the wall next? Let's see.
Woo! With a nice hit to number 16, Huntress busts through the pack, picking up another 4.
Their highest score so far has been a 20-point jam. They've got 5 seconds to beat their high score.
And it looks like they will. To me, it looked like they picked up a couple points.
Picked up 3, a 23-point jam.
The-
We had one other 23-point jam yesterday, but that's a rare club to be in.
Very impressive. That brings Naptown to 131, Greenville at 85, with a very respectable 8 points on that last jam, especially with some in and outs from the box.
Oh, great catch there from 205 in the front, Ricky Bobby.
Oh, with that snatch box, picks up lead jam for Greenville.
Danny Banani reforming the pack.
And Chapel Pone fighting against those Greenville blockers in the back.
Danny Banani giving Chapel Pone a real hard time back here.
They said, you see this booty? Nobody gets past this
They
booty.
said nobody gets past this booty. Meanwhile, Snatchbox has scored 4 points so far, coming around for another scoring pass. Can't see their number, but the person in the fantastic unholy shorts is doing a great job holding back Chapel Pone.
Oh, that's number 3, Unholy Trinity.
Hey,
Aptly
there it
named.
is. Number 3 for the Trinity. Why do they all have such good number name combinations?
Yeah, that giant 3.
And that is Chapel Pone going to the box, I believe, on a track cut. Definitely box, probably track cut. Snatchbox is through.
Snatchbox been racking up those points. Hopefully can use this power jam to help bring Greenville past the centennial mark.
And it's looking like no lead.
No lead.
I don't think so.
I believe Snatchbox is lead.
Oh, okay. I'm just paying attention to the scoreboard and not the refs. My bad.
Classic blocker.
Classic. Not
With
paying
that,
attention to the refs. Ignoring the referees.
At this
Classic.
point, Snatchbox was able to rack up 16 points on that power jam, bringing them past the centennial mark to 101. In the meantime, we would like to thank one of our sponsors, Haunts of Richmond. They are locally owned and operated, celebrating 20 years as Richmond's haunted history professionals. Public tours, private tours, and special events are offered year-round. Tickets are available at hauntsofrichmond.com, and you can check them out on their socials. One thing about me, I love haunted tours. So I have not been yet, and this has really inspired me to do it. So it should inspire you too. We can go together. Maybe hold
People's
hands.
Battle of Richmond is also sponsored by Bingo Beer Co. Did you know that there are after party location tomorrow?
I didn't.
Oh my God, wow. They're going to have bingo and beer and pizza. What more could you want? And very sweaty skaters.
Talk about the unholy trinity. Bingo, pizza, and beer, baby.
I just laughed so loud into the mic.
You're gifting everybody.
Okay, I'm going to start gearing up.
All right, we have got number 611, Blackout on the line, up against Peanut Butter and Jam, I believe. I cannot see their number.
I do think you're right. Yeah, they wear purple socks like Jam, which is very convenient of them. Thank you for dressing thematically.
Yes, that is Peanut Butter and Jam. Both jammers flying around the track.
Ooh, little
with the-
apex hippity hop there from Blackout. Knocked to the inside by James Blonde.
Nice hit on the apex from James Blonde there.
That's one of those like high risk, high reward kind of movements.
Just stick your hip out and see who goes flying.
See which one of us dies. And Greenville is very slowly, I shouldn't say very slowly, that's rude. Greenville is closing the lead, or closing the gap between them and Naptown. It's now a 32-point gap, which is not bad.
Did I hallucinate? Weren't they at 101 and now they went down? That must have been from an official review.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because I remember saying that they passed us in.
You know what? We're down, but we're live.
All right, number 511, Dorky, facing almost out of the pack, but gets hit out by number 15, Danny Banani.
This is the second time this game that we've seen Danny Banani not picking on Dorky, but just being a fantastic blocker
But
who is
with
going to the
that,
box.
Gets called on, I believe, a forearm and gets sent to the box. But even with Danny Banani out of the picture, Greenville's defense is really giving Dorky some trouble there in the back while we're seeing Ann roll in, fighting with those Naptown blockers up at the front, but making it out.
A little bit of offense there from Naptown. We are hitting and rolling.
Despite some frantic calls from their vampire-cloaked bench, Dorky does call it off a little bit short, and so we saw Ann roll in picking up 4 points.
Man, those vampire coaches are going to love our next game. Our next game is between River City's two home teams, the Hollywood Undertakers and Poe's Punishers. Hollywood is kind of death-themed and Poe's is like Raven-themed. Very spooky, spooky game. Be sure to stick around for it.
The only thing they might love more than that is how much I love their ruby slipper shoes. Do you see those?
No, what?
They're
Oh
so
my God,
cute.
they're so good.
Meanwhile, Elle on Wheels has picked up lead for Naptown. We're seeing Stormy Skies going off against Blackout there at the front of the pack, but makes it out for their initial pass.
Greenville's doing a great job of really sucking up the Jammers' space and rolling back with them. That's
They
fantastic.
are. Elle on Wheels has just been given a track cut penalty, meaning we are going to be having a 2-minute jam, and we are having a My Postseason Hell podcast power jam for Greenville.
I feel like there's been a lot of 2-minute jams in this game.
They are. I do not envy them. They take a lot out of you. They take a lot of thinking and a lot of planning, so shout out to these skaters going through these. Stormy Skies facing a tripod of tricky Naptown blockers, but making it through, picking up 4 points.
Sneaky, sneaky. Jammers just hit each other for funsies. They're like, we know it would be cute and fun.
Elle on
What if
Wheels.
I knocked you down?
Elle on Wheels out of the box and almost out of the pack, but foiled
Not
by
but
number
for Danny
15,
Banani.
The name
Such
on
a silly
everybody's-
name for such a strong blocker.
It's truly the name on everybody's lips, aka mine, because Danny
And mine.
Banani's been doing a lot of drawbacks. But Elle on Wheels is through for another 4 points as that jam draws to a close. Stormy Skies was able to pick up 12 points there for Greenville Roller Derby.
Man, that lead is closing. It was at 32 points different a couple of minutes ago. Now we're down to 20. Greenville is catching up.
And with that, we are getting a timeout called from the white team. And in that time, we would like to thank one of our sponsors, Equinox Counseling. Thanks to Equinox Behavioral Health. Explore, learn, share, evolve, live, laugh, love.
Demure.
Demure.
Demure
Thank
Counseling.
you guys for your support.
Also, let's shout out while we're here, one of our vendors, Tilted Head Curios, a River City skater named Sweets. If you like weird dead things, go check out Tilted Head Curios. It's weird and dead. Great Christmas presents, too. I keep hitting the table.
Earlier when I was talking about the jeweled beetle earrings I got them from Sweet, so everybody go check them out.
Oh, you know who else has cute earrings? Sacred has earrings made out of old skate parts, like old nuts and bearings. They're adorable. They're like $15, $20, $25 depending on what they are. They're super, super cute. And I believe they're made by Siren from Sacred.
Oh, sick.
Sacred, you can come correct me. I'm pretty sure they're made by Siren, though. Oh, both jammers starting pretty far back here, and that's Snatch Box 20 running for it.
And Snatchbox picks up lead for Greenville.
Hell
While
No
we are
Kitty taking a
seeing-
bit of a spill there in the back.
Meanwhile, we see Hell No Kitty back out on the track and fighting against that Greenville unholy trinity. Gets knocked to the inside and drawn back.
Oh my God, giant knees. I said it earlier this morning, but it bears repeating in case this is the first game you're watching of the day. This floor is so slippery. It's like ice skating. So anytime you see a skater fall, it's not because they're clumsy or they're a bad skater. It's because this floor is awful.
And it's really unforgiving when you fall.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Snatchbox is through again. So far, racking up 12 points. With a really easy
right
pass.
through
just
on
a
that
stroll
inside.
through the park on the inside line, picking up another 4 points.
Hell No Kitty looking a little frustrated. Star in hand, maybe looking for their pivots. I do not see who's pivoting for them. Oh, in the box. That'll do it.
And wow, we are seeing a 20-point jam so far from Snatchbox. Reminder, we had seen
23 from Huntress.
Huntress's 23
Snatch
point
might be going
jam,
for the record.
so we may see them be outdone right now by Snatchbox with 13 seconds left on the clock.
And that's if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, that was not a penalty called on Snatchbox.
And with that, Snatchbox has gotten the highest
New high
scoring jam.
score.
New highest score from Snatchbox.
Wow, and that's a lead change for
Lead
Greenville
change.
Roller Derby. Greenville 139 to Naptown 135.
What an impressive
I told you it could be
jam.
just one jam.
That was not just a 24-point jam. That was a 24-0 jam.
Yeah, that's wild.
Greenville Roller Derby now at 139, Naptown at 135.
Naptown is jamming warp speed for the first time. We saw them jam yesterday, but this is their first time jamming today.
And warp speed, that really is an appropriate name. They
Yeah.
are quick.
This
Up
one
against Greenville's
hit hard.
Greenville's 187 Murder Blossom back out on the track. Naptown going face to face with Danny Banani, who hits them to the outside, but also picks up a forearm in the meantime. With Murder Blossom out of the track. And by out of the track, I mean out of the pack. managed to pick up 4 points, bringing us to our first tie so far, 139 to 139. Talk about a nail biter, folks. In the meantime, we would love to shout out all of our NSOs and all of our officials here today. We could not do this without people sacrificing their own time to really help us out. So if you are listening, please give a cheer to all of our NSOs and officials. Thank you to the 3 people who heard me and cheered. Woo!
Thank you for listening to us talk. And we're live. A little bit of movement here on this Plug It Up podcast jam line. Ooh, and I do believe that's Ricky Bobby with a save there on the outside. Really trusting their edges and just riding that one out.
The abs it takes for that. The abs.
The core.
Meanwhile, we're seeing number 2 and roll in get through the pack on their initial pass.
Oh, are they going to hit each other? It's always a question. Are they going to hit? Are they going to kiss? Who knows?
I actually have to take off my shirt. I have to put on my arm.
Hear that on the.
Stop the camera while that happens.
I don't know. Okay. It doesn't matter to me. All right, on the Plug It Up podcast jam line, we have.
Is that Stormy Skies?
Stormy Skies, who's been a very successful jammer.
Going up against Blackout, though. That's a tough blocker to get around. She makes it work, though. Stormy Skies is out. Oh, we have Jammer in the box for Naptown.
Yes, which makes this a My Pussy's in Hell podcast power jam with number 1317 Shady Lane in the box for Naptown.
Are you waiting for me to say it with you? Because I can. You just have to look at me.
I was looking over desperately like, My Pussy's in Hell podcast?
Stormy Skies coming through for another scoring pass. Ooh, and knocked down. Not sure who that Naptown blocker was.
Oh, hot out of the box. Shady Lane has gotten through with
Shady Lane's been
certain
an
amount of
excellent
ease.
blocker tonight. They won MVP blocker yesterday. Turns out they can jam too. Unfair.
Some people can do it all.
Rude. So wet. Okay, unless I'm not recognizing their faces. It's like a Huntress Snatchbox 20 mashup.
I love like their numbers just 20, but the instinct to
That's
say
not their
Snatchbox
name.
20 is
Yeah.
always there. As a big Grey's Anatomy fan, you know, Matchbox 20 is always on the mind. With that, Huntress has gotten out for lead jammer for Naptown. Greenville has a slight point advantage, but it is a 3-point advantage. So we'll see. I am biting my nails here, folks.
This is tight. This is a very, very close game.
We see Elle on Wheels taking Snatchbox back to the pack on the drag out, while Huntress is
Have people
up
on the
at the
ground.
up at the front. Woo! With
Oh,
the
we're cool.
beautiful dodging move, makes it back out for another 4 points.
I'm thinking Huntress is going to try to go for one more scoring pass before calling it, since at this point they are 4-4.
And Huntress really facing off against Annie Banani, just stays in on the inside line, picks up another 4 points, but calls it off.
Excellent timing for that call off there. I mean, it's kind of harsh making the other jammer do a full lap for nothing, but it's effective. Announcing. Gotta be careful.
Oh, we have had another lead change. Naptown at 151, Greenville to 150.
It's a 1 point differential. This is
1
insane.
point difference with just 7 minutes left. Ricky Bobby picking up the lead for Naptown, but James Blunt is so close behind. And Ricky Bobby does call it off before either jammer hits the pack, keeping it scoreless. Lead into a timeout there for Greenville. We would like to thank one of our sponsors, Body Art, fitness that is independent of the noise.
And what a great time to also shout out one of our vendors. Did you see the cute plants? They're really cute and little and portable. That's a Derby-owned shop. She has a bunch of names. I'm just going to call her Jana. River City's own Jana. She has cute plants and art over there. Go check her out. Also, while you're at it, go check out the merch table in the back corner. So we have River City merch in the corner, and then we have the opposing team merch right now. So that would be Greenville merch and Naptown merch here on the side. Check them out. Support your local team.
One other thing I would like to encourage people to do is if you see a poster by the bathrooms with a QR code on it, and that QR code is asking you to give some feedback, you have the chance to win free tickets next season. Free. F-R-E-E. If it's for free, it's for me. If it's for me, it's for you.
I don't know where this is going.
It's getting away from me a little bit, but you get the point.
Oh, we're cool. We're cool.
All right, off the Plug It Up podcast line, we are seeing Huntress doing some jammer-on-jammer blocking against Stormy Skies.
Really great recycling here from the Naptown blockers. It's really hard when both packs are so squished up on each other like that. But Naptown, or Greenville was able to get their jammer through Stormy Skies. Danny Banani heading to the box again, looking sad.
Oh, this is a crazy song.
Thanks, live stream. Hi, Twitch.
Thanks, livestream. Thanks for watching, guys. We are seeing jammers neck and neck. It is still a 1 point difference. Greenville at 154, Naptown at 155. Only 5 minutes left. And with that, Stormy Skies calls it off, leaving them both 0-0 on that pass. So we are still right neck and neck, going right down to the wire here.
Just holding at this 1 point differential. This is a very, very, very close game. And if you're like, wow, these two teams are awesome, they sure are. They're also playing tomorrow, and you should come watch them. Oh, we have a timeout.
Got a quick little timeout. And as you know, during timeouts, we love to use them to talk about some of our sponsors, one of them being Kinker Press. Thank you to Kinker Press for printing out our programs. I don't know if y'all have seen them, but they are so cute.
They're so cute. I'm a little jealous I don't get one.
They are so cute, and I love, I keep playbills from plays, so I love, the satisfaction of flipping through the pages.
Did you know they have our headshots in them like a yearbook?
No, do they really?
They're really cute.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, Kinker Press.
We
They're
should have
adorable.
all, voted for awards, best smile, Most charming.
It's just the end of the
And then
year
we
party.
should get some other things for the rest of you guys too.
Dio's sweeping the categories. Also, shout out. I know we've been shouting out Sacred a lot as both a vendor and a sponsor, but they're honestly really fantastic. If you need anything skate related or you know a skater, head over there and chat with them, and they have really great suggestions.
All right, heading into the last few jams here. Greenville is at 158, Naptown at 155, still nail-bitingly close. Meanwhile, we have Blackout skating for Naptown and picking up lead jammer with Ann Rollin facing those Naptown blockers in the back.
Like I said earlier, it is slippy slidey out on that floor.
Blackout makes easy work of that pass, picking up 4 more points, putting Naptown back in the lead, a back and forth, a ping-a-pong.
I think this is only the second time we've seen Blackout jam during this game.
Second or third, I think you're right. It's like a special use tool you pull out.
Right.
You know? And while we're getting down to the wire here, everybody should check out our raffle tickets.
Raffle!
One for
And a band. Wow, we're such a hype event.
And before Ann Rollin can hit the pack again, Blackout does call it off, picking up 2 points, I believe, for a 7-point jam. Once again, with Naptown back in the lead at 162 to Greenville's 158.
See, I told you the floor was slippery. All right, Dio, we got to get dressed. It's dangerous out here.
Oh, looks like there's
gonna be
something on the
sweaty.
floor. Luckily, it was red and beautiful and shiny.
You would not believe how often skaters' piercings fall out. And then we say, oh, we found a piercing, and like 20 people have to check their faces.
I fondly remember the day when Ninja got hit in the face and swallowed her face piercing in the middle of the scrimmage. I'm sure it tasted delicious.
Has anybody told Tofu about that? Cautionary tale.
All right,
Huntress out for lead.
One thing about Huntress, they're going to be out for lead.
Is that Stormy Skies again? That
Well, we
is
got
not.
Murder Blossom fighting the good fight there in the back.
The Naptown Wall doing a great job holding Murder Blossom.
Huntress's quick footwork really is helping them just glide through like butter.
Oh, a little bit of WWE action flying around.
Murder Blossom almost out of the pack, but getting called on a penalty and heading to the box.
Power Jam. This is a My Pussies in Hell podcast Power Jam with 2 minutes 30 left in this game.
2 minutes in your favorite twosome gruesome podcast. It actually says gruesome twosome podcast, but I wanted to put the twos closer together.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm with you.
With just 2 minutes left. Huntress racking up those points, lengthening the lead. And Greenville doing their best to counteract that good Naptown O.
Unholy Trinity there, knocking Huntress out.
Oh, Huntress hops on their back toe stop, trying to argue for some points. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, about as I would expect. Not well. It was an 11-point jam, though, for Huntress.
Not bad when it's this close. That brings Naptown to 173, Greenville to 158, and 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
You need wrist guards, my friend. It's dangerous announcing.
I love to let my hands fly free. And they're also wet from the last game.
Delicious.
Sticking my hands into the
Cold. One of those oven mitts.
I know. I saw someone wearing an oven mitt, and it really has inspired me to also wear an oven mitt as someone also with injured fingers. But I don't know that I could find one that's cute.
Okay, so all I want to get on camera is mouth. This might be the last jam of the night, but who knows? Maybe somebody's got a timeout or an official review in their pocket. And that's Ricky Bobby gunning for lead up against Peanut Butter and Jam. And Ricky Bobby is out. Murder Blossom fighting in the back. Oh, getting caught up on Blackout. Blackout with the dangerous hips, but Murder Blossom is able to get through. Calling it off. Looks like we're going to have one more jam in this Greenville Roller Derby, Naptown Roller Derby matchup.
Say it with me. One
more jam!
We are seeing Naptown at 181, Greenville at 158 going into this last jam. And it would be impressive, but not insurmountable if Greenville was able to pull out the W here.
Woo! I just saw Shady Lane pull Hell No Kitty up off of the ground by her hand and then whip her forward. That was iconic.
We are seeing number 252, Flannable Lecter, out for their first time jamming and picking up lead jam for Greenville.
Oh, Flannable throwing some hard hits, which is absolutely what I would expect. She's been throwing hard hits all night long.
Through on the inside, picking up 4 points. Less than 20-point difference. And we have seen 24-point jams this game. It is not out of the question. We'll see if they're able to do it. Meanwhile, Hell No Kitty is fighting that tough Greenville defense in the back. Oh!
Flannable
hop,
Lecter out
skip,
for
and a
another
jump.
pass.
Flannable Lecter is through for another 4.
I would say this is a pretty impressive jam for somebody who we have not seen jam at all tonight.
Talk about a secret weapon.
Oh, and just scooching around. L on wheels.
2 less blockers on the track. That means we are seeing 2 Greenville blockers holding back the pivot. Well, Flannable Lecter.
That's Danny Banani and Peanut Butter and Jams there in the back, holding back Huntress. Does Huntress have the star in hand? They do. So Huntress is your jammer.
And a Station 2 Star Pass.
Station 2 star pass to Huntress.
But it looks like we have a bit of a hold up here at the back. With that is the end of a nail biter of a game. Naptown at 181, Greenville at 172 with an impressive last minute 14-point jam.
That was very
Flannable
impressive.
Lecter. Amazing job to everyone involved. We'll wait for that score to be finalized, and then we can announce our MVPs for the game.
I think we should announce MVPs between, like, when they finish the thing and when they go for pictures. Because when they're doing the thing, they cannot hear us.
Love that idea.
Okay, great. Glad you agree.
Live, laugh, loving that idea.
Opponents on the track, teammates in announcing.
Y'all head on over to the track. Give a high five to these hard-working skaters. They fought for every last point.
Did we hear the rolling whistle? I don't know. I think we did.
And just as these two teams were opponents, my good friend Iggy and I are about to be opponents.
Yeah, Dio, it's been so great jamming with, or so great announcing with you. Now, kick rocks. I hope
Now
you
get
suck.
ready to eat my dust.
Bye. Oh my God, we're so.
Field for your MVPs of the night or of the game. The MVP blocker for Greenville Roller Derby, number 15, Danny Banani.
Who did not hear us? Who was that MVP blocker for Greenville?
Oh, did someone ask about MVP blocker for Greenville? Because that is going to be number 15, Danny Banani.
Come here real quick and get your patch and then take your picture.
And MVP jammer is going to be number 20, Snatchbox.
Our MVP blocker for Naptown Roller Derby is number 205, Ricky Bobby. And our MVP jammer for Naptown is number 67, Huntress. When y'all are done taking photos, come grab your patches.
Take your pictures and then meet us up here at the announcer table for your awards. Well done, everyone.
And then we fight.